Hey everyone, it is Mo with Mo Art Please, and I really didn't know what to do today. I figured to start off so y'all can get to know me a little bit. This giant thing here is a collection of some of my favorite art that I've done since high school pretty much. And I think the most newest pieces of art are from 2019, so about 2 years old. And I figured we could just go kind of down memory lane here and just see some of the best pieces that I think of that I've done. So I'm just going to start off. I've tried to organize this as the newest stuff first and the oldest stuff last, but there might be a little bit of a mix up in between. But we're going to go ahead and start. What I did was just take a super humongous 3-ring binder, and I put most of my artwork in these little teeny page protectors, and some of my extra stuff like loose leaf papers and things that I didn't want to get rid of, but I didn't have a sketchbook to keep them in, so I just kind of put them in this little pocket in here. So starting off, we're just going to go through, and this is one of my more recent doodles. As you will see as I keep going, a lot of these are quick little doodles that I just kind of try to get down. There really isn't any finished art. I have a horrible time trying to finish any art, so a lot of my stuff is unfinished, but I mean, that's the whole point of a sketchbook, is to sketch ideas out and get them onto page. And later on, I might pick an old drawing, such as this one from 2019, and redo it. That's another beautiful thing about having sketchbooks, is it doesn't have to be perfect. Just get the idea that you have down, and then later on you can go back and revisit the concept. So, going back, this is just a night, and I grew up riding horses, so I really love horses. Horses were the first thing I ever drew. But then I really got into comic books and things, and so illustration of people became my favorite thing. And sorry, there is nudity, but oh well. And in middle school and high school, I loved some Dragon Ball Z, and so I do some fan art of Dragon Ball Z. I was very popular in fan art with Dragon Ball Z back when I was in high school, I think. I got really popular online doing fan art, so some of my old art can actually be still seen online, and if you're interested, I can always see if I can find a link to it. And this is a character concept for a book I was writing. This is Demetrios. This is Atlas. She is also in the book. He is the main male character. She is the female lead character, and her friend Seamus, who is a tatted up boy. And the occultists are the bad guys in the book. So some concept sketches of them. I suffer from a lot of different mental issues, bipolar being one of them. And this is an art piece that I did when I was in a really, really bad place. I don't know what else to say about that one. And same with this one here. And it even wrote a poem to go with this one. This one also ties into that piece as well. As you can see, I do a lot of very sketchy stuff, just to kind of get my thoughts or feelings down. When you suffer from mental health, you sometimes have really, really lows and really, really highs, and some of my artwork reflects both of those periods, the lows and the highs. This was a very fun little drawing I did for a Halloween card that I never sent people. I have a bad habit of not finishing stuff, and I never felt comfortable enough with my work to share it, so didn't really share much of it. So this is the actual drawing that I did, and I named it Vanity. I was going to do one of the 7 sins, the deadly sins, and I only did one. As you can tell, never finish any of my projects. That's part of the bipolar disorder. Sometimes when you're manic, you get these grand ideas that seem really nice and cool, and a lot of times you do a lot of artwork during that time period if you're like me. If it's a good manic, sometimes it's bad manic where it's a lot of depression and self-loathing. So some of this artwork, you will see that. But other artwork, when I'm manic, it is more completed. Like this has started putting colors down on the computer. I did a lot of graphic art back in the day. Never finished it, but this was all done in one sitting. And of course, my computer crashed. I don't have a new one that has Adobe Photoshop in it, so all of this stuff is lost. So if I want it, I have to redo it. And this is a girl sitting on the edge of a cliff holding a bouquet of flowers. And sometimes I just want to try new styles and things, so a lot of these little sketches, you'll see a change in style over the years, and just playing around, really trying to find what I like. So here's the original pencil drawing of this. And this is down by the riverside. And a lot of my artwork is actually tied to music, and I'll usually listen to the same song while I'm doing art. So this song kind of became the the theme for this artwork. Sorry, I couldn't think of my words there. And of course, computer crashed, so I never got to finish any of it, but that was just kind of some of the concept of it. And of course, being that I'm disabled, don't have money for an ink printer, so back in the day, I tried to print everything I could out, but no ink, so a lot of the things didn't turn out too well. But I actually kind of like it a little bit. It adds a little bit of character to it. And this was a quick sketch that I did on my phone. You can see the very sketchy lines here, but I liked doing the black and white phone sketch. I call this one Dueling Sunrise, very pop artish. And a little dog portrait of an old boss's dog. His name was Ozzy. And I was doing a meme where it was like, draw your 10 favorite male computer game characters, and this is what I came up with. Of course, the ink was bagged, couldn't print it out, computers crashed, it's all gone. So this is all I have left of my art. So this is the Chronicles of Riddick and Alistair from Dragon Age, Master Chief, and Scorpion. And of course, Scorpion is not done, but you can see my swatch palette that I was using for the colors. As well as you can see with bad ink. So this was a fun little sketch. I think I did this one in 2013, so this is one of the more new. I guess all of these are kind of the newer ones. I think most of these are from 2011, 2013 in this bundle. And this is Epitome of a Dream. This is one of my favorite ones that I did computer graphically wise. Just had a lot of fun with it, and just all in one sitting too. These are the good manic times when I can do something. I think this took like 12 hours or something, and I literally just stayed up all night working on it because I just had that manic bug. I was just rolling, and I really liked how it turned out. So for once, the mania helped me a bit. And this one was done, my partner, he was playing, I think he was playing to Pantera on his guitar. He's a really great guitarist. I mean, really great. And music just fuels my artistic nature. And I was just listening to the lyrics and some of the songs, and this is what I came up with. The doll represents society's perfect woman and how it's really not real. She's not real. So, and this is one of the colored pieces at the end. And once again, when I actually colored it, when I drew this, I wasn't manic, but when I colored it, it was another long time period, and I was just pretty much got it done, feeling really good about myself. And then I went to tweak some things, and I just was like, nah, I don't really feel like it. So it's not really finished, as you can see with the wording and everything, but I kind of like it. It's kind of pop artish, and so has its own character. This is some Dragon Ball Z fan art, and this was a story idea I had of them as samurais, both of them, and I thought it was a really cute little idea. Maybe one day I will get it out on paper. Sorry, some of these things are sideways. This right here, I don't know if that helps. Does that help? Probably not. Maybe I could turn the whole thing, but then we'll lose light, so we'll just keep going. This right here is a self-portrait I did back in, what does it say, 2011. This was right after my divorce. So, and this was also 2011. So pretty much everything from here back is 2011 onwards to my high school years. This drawing was actually done on like little scrap pieces of paper, and I scanned it in and did it on the computer, which has crashed now. And it was just fun. It just was a fun little thing. And there's a close-up of a decent print of my Master Cheese from the previous artwork. And a necromancer. The Day of the Dead Girl. Fan art for the Wayhaven Chronicles. That was the original sketch. This one was actually done with a computer mouse because my tablet broke, and I still wanted to draw it out on that. And then of course the computer died completely, so this was a work in progress. Bad ink, so that's how it turned out. And then this is also the same, well, not the same character, but from the same book, Wayhaven Chronicles. This is a Vegeta. This is back in 2009. And I've always loved stitches. There's Kurt Cobain. And a demon. An idea for a witch or a necromancer. Idea for a coat hanger. And sometimes you just play around. And that's all these were, just playing around. Once again, a love for stitches. And a lot of unfinished art. That's actually a self-portrait, and so is this, back when I was skinny. Not skinny anymore. This was done to A Perfect Circle, the Noose song, and some just random sketches. And a Vegeta, and Vegeta and Bulma. I used to love drawing dragons, so this was me trying to draw dragons again. And a horse. I wanted to make a horse coloring book, but I was not brave enough, so some just horse doodles. And this is actually a portrait of a friend's horse. And this was a tattoo idea I made. My brother wanted a Magikarp tattoo, and I thought it would be fun to make a Magikarp look like a koi fish, but still keep the Magikarp face. So that's what that was. And as you can see, I'll just sketch on pretty much anything. And if I really like it, I will throw it in here. And then now we get to high school art. And I'm going to stop there and we'll go into the high school art. In my next video. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed seeing some of this artwork here, and see you in my next video. Thanks again. Sincerely, Mo.